Hey there, folks. Well, get in nice and close and cozy because today we're going to talk about nudity. The way I see it, there isn't really any reason to have laws against nudity. Indecent exposure laws are just silly. I mean, they don't get enforced very often, so I suppose they're not really, wasting resources or anything like that. But still, I mean, what keeps people from walking around naked isn't the law, it's shame. We'd all be acutely embarrassed to be seen naked in public. Unless it's like a nude beach or something. And really, the taboo against nudity doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. I mean, I suppose seeing other people naked unexpectedly is mildly discomforting. If you're not expecting it, obviously. If you're not in that kind of context. But I'm pretty sure that if we just threw out the indecent exposure laws and similar things, almost nothing would change. You would occasionally see a nudist. And big deal. You might see a little gaggle of them. Big deal. No harm done, really. I mean, you already don't look at people's crotches, I assume. You just continue not doing that. And the eye can detect the general pattern of a nude person pretty well. You'd learn to just, if you don't want to see other people's genitalia, then you'd learn to just, recognize, hey, that's a lot of flesh color coming at me, and you just don't look. Problem solved. I suppose it's not impossible that nudism would catch on. But again, no big deal. Seriously. And I know, some of you are already going, oh, but think of the children. And to that I have a simple question to you. Please give me a scientific explanation as to how a child is harmed by seeing a naked person. What does it do to them? Answer, nothing. If the child is upset by it, it's because the parent was upset by it. And the parent is upset by it not because any actual harm to the child is happening, but because they collided with a taboo. It is arguably the biggest taboo we have. That is the taboo against absolutely anything to do with sex and sexuality ever crossing with anything to do with children. That's a taboo. When the taboo is violated, we are upset. But no actual harm has come to the child. And if everyone was just relaxed about it, it would be just another aspect of life. The child is not in any sense harmed by seeing a naked person. Any more than they're harmed by seeing a black person or a tall person or a person with a really heavy beard. It's just another kind of human being. So we could, just relax these laws. I'm not saying it's a really pressing priority or anything like that. But I think we could just, let naked people be naked people. I mean, if you live in most of North America, where there's a little thing called winter, and even in the other parts of the world, there's a little thing called the rainy season, and that enforces all the anti-nudity you could ever possibly want. People will be out there with clothes on because otherwise they'll be very, very cold. So really, I mean, this is only an issue in the summer when it's nice. So So really the whole thing is ridiculous. I'm not saying that there's a lot of people feeling incredibly oppressed by the need to wear clothing in public. There are nudists, of course, and there's probably more of them than most people realize, because obviously you actually don't know whether someone wears clothes at home or not, and it's perfectly harmless. The naked human body does not have powers to destroy the minds of children. It's just people. It's just their parts. Most of which they've already seen. Bikinis and shorts and stuff. So, what's the big deal? So to sum up, we could totally get rid of indecent exposure laws and society wouldn't change that much. And the fact that there's, in the summer, sometimes naked people wandering around, passing you on the sidewalk or whatever. Honestly, people would get used to it almost immediately, and within a month, we'd be wondering, what was the big deal? I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.